Ear was good YouTube. Please be if it's real back with another banger. Who a Beyonce ass straight JoJo edition. But hey, before we get started on
please do that.
Please, man. I really appreciate. You know what I'm saying?
Coming up on this special programming of Loco Barocco. I'm the warden here at Green Dolphin Street Prison, and this is my assistant, Charlotte.
Again, for y'all who are new, this nigga right here, he don't know nothing about no anime, no none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So this everything anime is pretty much new to him.
All right, everybody, that's a rundown of the prison. Are there any questions or concerns?
Yes. What about?
Should I say that you can speak? No, sir.
This shit remind me of Boondocks.
Boondocks, the way it's like, okay, the way that the vibe.
Yeah.
No, he actually used a lot of Boondocks beats in his videos.
Just shut your ass up! And gentlemen, it is finally time to return
That's him?
to jail.
I beg your pardon?
Goddamn prison! Cause Jolene has been locked up. So yeah, today we're gonna be taking a tour of the Green Dolphin Street Prison. Cause my
Damn, you don't know nothing about JoJo, huh? You don't know nothing
God,
about
this prison
JoJo.
is out of pocket.
That's
This
crazy,
makes
bro. Hey, if y'all
Alcatraz
want to see him
look
react
like
to
a
JoJo, bro,
daycare.
let us know.
But ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and relax as we dive into the aquarium as we will observe pure ignorance, fatherless behavior,
Yeah, it's the way, he edited it so clean, bro. It's clean as fuck, bro.
and a priest beating in the name of the Holy Spirit on this special programming of
That's probably why it take months to drop videos. Okay, you should sing like it took time.
ladies and gentlemen. So we're probably all wondering, so how did our boy Jotaro's daughter end up getting locked up? Well, obviously, we have to start from the beginning. So we start off in these holding cells, and they talking about master. What?
I beg your pardon?
Something about the moonlight going into the shape of the window box. This can't be happening right now. This is the first scene of the season, and they already talking about in this unsanitary ass cell. And then old girl talking on the left like, oh, y'all some nasty ass hoes, ain't you? And then Jolene start talking and she like, don't be talking, boo-boo. I could tell just by your finger. You in here for And some people really wonder why this show is called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So then old girl like, oh, so you really like that. So how did you end up in here? Jolene Cujo. 19 years old.
The daughter of the main character, pretty much.
Hit and run. Miss Cujo, can you please explain to me your situation right now? First of all, nigga, I'm innocent, so let's get that straight.
This whole part right here is
sorry,
shiesty as
if
fuck.
I'm reading this
Ain't no cap.
correctly, it says back when
You
you were
finna see though, he gonna
14,
explain
you
everything.
had 2
Pretty sure.
burglary charges? Times are rough. That's what happens when your dad leave you at 14. Okay, well, can you just please explain the situation? Well, you see, what had happened was, me and my nigga Romeo was riding down the street. Now, I thought he was real cute, even though his barber this shit up right before he picked me up. I don't know what he was going for, but Miss Cujo, please get back to the situation. My bad, Chief. So, long story short, we ended up hitting the nigga. So I'm trying to call 911, but Romeo said, Jolene, don't do it. Homie already dead. So let's get his body and shove his ass in the trunk. So obviously I'm freaking out and everything, but then he said, Jolene, listen, I'm Romeo and you my Juliet. So stop acting weird and shit and let's shove the motherfucker in the trunk. So we shoved him in the trunk and that's why I'm here. Okay, so what you're telling me is Romeo hit the victim, right? I ain't telling you nigga, I ain't no fed. Your funeral then. So while they're still talking, he ends up giving her this tray, and on this tray is a pendant, and it says it's from her dad.
The sound is from Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty.
So obviously she like, my dad, that bum ass, I don't want this shit. But then the pendant ends up plucking her. And well, we all know what happens in JoJo when something weird hits you. Like, let's say a mask or an arrow. So after this, she ends up getting transported over to the prison. And then she meets old girl again. Y'all know what the going on? It's your girl, Hermes. This is my second time in here. And for this offense, I'm in here for robbing the 7-Eleven across the street. So then she starts telling Jolene, girl, I hope you got some money on you. If you ain't got no Benjamins on you, you gonna turn into a pack. And bruh, she got it.
Not a pack. No, not a whole pack.
Ditched in there. She said, I got 5 20s in one and 50 in the other. So they tell Jolene to get off. So when she gets off, she can still hear the people in the bus. And the officers are trying to rob Hermes. So she take out the 20 in her head, but they like, hey, shorty, that ain't gonna be enough. So we're gonna have to take off them stitches. But then this thread ends up coming from Jolene's hand. that thread ended up slicing off homie's ear.
Oh my god.
So then after this, she ends up having her trial. And this is where it started to get wild. So the judge says, I see that you took this plea deal. But the thing is, the body that you disposed of, homeboy was still alive. So therefore, you are an accessory to murder. So that'll be 15 years.
Huh? Get out there.
And look at the lawyer, bruh, just let it happen. She like, wait a minute, this makes no sense. I struck a deal. And look at this Middle Earth elf ass guh, acting like nothing happened. So he walks back, and this whole time, homeboy was getting.
He with the nigga that she was with.
That's
Romeo.
Crazy, yeah.
Romeo the whole time.
He freaky with Romeo.
Crazy on me.
Jolene
That shit was crazy.
got packed up.
Crazy
And
motherfucker.
she was sent off to the Green Dolphin Street prison.
I ain't gonna lie, these edits hard. these edits hard.
So while she's going through intake, she ends up seeing the lawyer again. And look at her, she like, ooh, I swear to God, I'm gonna choke the shit out of your ass. So while he's driving away, one of her threads come through his AC, and she ended up choking the nigga.
Yeah, that nigga dead. Yep.
Nah, bro, she really liked that. So then after this, we end up meeting the warden. Loco Barocco, I'm the warden here at Green Dolphin Street Prison, and this is my assistant, Charlotte. All right, everybody, that's a rundown of the prison. Are there any questions or concerns? Yes, what about? Should I say to you to speak? No, sir. That's what I thought. So do yourself a favor and shut your ass up! So then we end up meeting her cellmate, Gwes. So Jolene tries to put her stuff on the bottom bunk, but she throws a whole barbell at her.
Oh,
and look at her, the bottom bunk is mine, you nasty. You could take the top. But she ends up having the pendant.
By the way, he didn't tell you the pendant that she did. That Pops gave her. She threw that shit away, and pretty much you just got. I'm gonna tell you what the pendant is. The pendant turns you into a Jojo. Pretty much turns you like you get powers and shit. Okay. The pendant is the reason why niggas get powers. Right? She needed to keep it, but she threw it away out of frustration. Like, this is my pops. I ain't never seen a nigga. She threw it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
After she got plucked with it, somebody found it, and pretty much it infected the entire prison. So now niggas in prison. Now everybody, but people in there are starting to get and develop powers and shit because of that chain reaction. Yeah. So these people
How long is this show?
The show is like 20 minutes, but
I'm saying how many episodes and shit?
Ain't that long? Like probably about actually I take that back, about 40 something. But it's good as fuck. Like it's long, but it's good as hell. 20 minutes per episode, but yeah. So yeah, the people that he pretty much gonna bring up from this point on are the people that got powers, because people who get the powers, they are connected to each other by fate. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the powers, shit like that. But yeah, I'm keeping going.
Word, and there is a literal person in there. So then she over here sitting on this bench yelling at this bird.
Everything about Jojo is weird too. Like it's weird. Like it's nothing. Like it's bizarre. It's weird as fuck. Like it's weird. Like any regular person that don't watch shit like this, you see them like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm telling you.
She ends up choking the life out of the bird. Yo, somebody call PETA. But Jolene ends up grabbing the bird.
It must be her pal.
It's out of commission. So then Gwes comes over and grabs her like a titan.
Yeah, power pretty much turn niggas small.
And she forces her to put on this rat suit so she can help her escape prison. So she makes Jolene run through this gate, but her body starts
the further she get away from her.
So while she's running back to the gate, this ugly ass stand. Oh my god! Look like a gremlin.
Further she get away from who?
Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all for the sub. Say again.
Who?
What do you mean who? Who what?
Get away from who?
Okay, yeah, the further.
Wait, no. Okay, wait, no. Stop. The girl that she met in the prison, right? That's her power. That's her power to get people small.
Yeah, get people
What's
small.
JoJo power? The finger shit?
No, yeah, the finger shit. No, yeah, it's gonna appear more because you don't really tell her power in the first couple episodes. Really.
Jump up and kill her, but she ends up smacking
that. One stand, that's it, and they own powers. That's her stand right there.
Is this?
She can only turn people small. She can't be small.
Stand?
No, yeah.
So she ends up rocking her shit. And look at her. Oh, you really thought you was about to pull a fast one on it, huh? Well, I'm about to beat you like my daddy. Damn! She is beating the life out of her. So yeah, bro, she was done. Yeah. And she took the bottom bunk from my ass. Make her sorry ass take the top bunk. So then
search for the most pet-friendly rentals anywhere on apartments.com. Oh, you got it.
next day, Jolene over by the phones, and this girl come over and ask her for some money, and she saying she'll pay it back. So she give her some spare change, but then Quest come back over and she like, Jolene, girl, what the hell are you doing giving your money out like that? That's how you become a bitch. You best go get your money back or you gonna be looking like her.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even remember that shit on
So
me.
Jolene goes and tracks her down and asks her for the money back, but then the girl says, didn't I say I'll pay you back? Why don't you, nigga? Just your brain out.
Most likely, like I say, yeah, the people that most likely that you encounter with, most likely 9 out of 10, they got stands because they have stands. They're inadvertently brought to each other, drawn to each other, yeah.
Because obviously you can't process shit. So Jolene walked back and she like, all right then. So she ends up putting some laxatives in her coffee. So she run up to the bathroom because she got a doodle, but Jolene's sitting in the bathroom. So she like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll give you your money back. You know what? I'll even double it. So she come out and smack the bitch. She like, sold. Now give me that $10. Appreciate doing business with you. So then as she walking over to the door, she sees this baseball and then she sees this little boy. So then the kid start talking and saying, you will have a visitor, but do not meet the visitor. So then after this, the kid disappears and this guard comes over and smacks her in the hand. Bro said, what you doing looking at a ghost, bitch? Oh, I'll show you, Casper. So then the next day, homeboy come back and he started antagonizing her. He like, oh, sorry for yesterday. I mean, I didn't mean to hit you that damn hard, but you was touching the bars and I had to follow the rules. By the way, you got a brother. So she goes to see the visitor, and it's none other than
the main character,
Jojo. I am him. Don't play with me, nigga. On the Dead Op Dio on Jonathan Joestar's Heavenly Grave. I am him. So Jolene looking at him and she like, oh, hell nah. So she socks the security guard and she like, oh, so it looks like you finally came back from that grocery trip. Did you ever get the milk, nigga? Cause damn it. It took you long enough. But Jojo was just looking at her like, little girl, shut the f up and sit down. Listen, you were framed. My homeboy right here. You wanna know why you were framed? Because you were Joestar. Our family been having ops since the 1800s. Literally. So Jolene goes up to the door, but her handcuffs are off. And she ended up getting shot. But luckily, she ended up stopping it. So John Gallier's Stan Manhattan transfer is like literal wall hacks with a ricochet effect. Look at homeboy posted up in his cell sniping. So the security guard gets up and he ends up doming the security guard. Oh my God, first face Gabby and now face John Gallier. God damn. Like who's next? Face Usopp? So later on, they end up figuring out that this is a whole illusion. And what is all of this?
This shit weird, bro. You get freaky,
nope.
It's hard.
Nah, bro. I got a dirty mind. No, we ain't doing it today. So then they escape the room, but then a guard approaches. And then another guard approaches. And the first one pops a cap in his ass. And they're like, wait a damn minute. Ain't no way. It's that face Gallier. Homie came in with the close combat because he was missing his shots. So homie starts blasting, so Jojo has to use Star Platinum. But then this Stan ends up coming behind him. Bro says, looks like you've fallen into my trap. Witness the power of way to the snake. So bro slaps him, and these discs come out of my boy's head. Bro basically stole my dude's rooms. And now he's getting shot. Oh my God. So then Jolene puts him in a spin cycle and starts beating his ass. And look at Jotaro, he's like, looks like my daughter's beating some ass. Looks like I've done a great job as a father. Now I'm about to pass out. So Jolene takes him outside, but it looks like our boy is down for the count.
Yeah, it look like him, but he's not.
Hope. So she starts talking to the kid again, and he basically says, yo, dad got his soul snatched. So we learn the kid's name is Emporio. And bro grew up in the prison. He was born here. He was raised here. Oh my God. This nigga's Bane.
I was born in it, molded by it.
So we go back to face John Gallier after he got his ass beat. So White Snake pull up and he's like, looks like you got your ass beat. So therefore, you're kicked from phase. So after this, Jolene ended up getting another 5 years added onto her sentence because of that escape. And she got stuck in the punishment ward for like weeks. So a few weeks ended up passing. So they got everybody outside. So the warden like, all right, everybody listen the up. We had 2 inmates go missing the other day. So somebody need to go find their asses. So Jolene volunteers, and Hermes as well because she's like, have to tell her about my side quest. So they have to put these bombs on their wrists like they're the Suicide Squad or something. So the guard says, if you get 50 meters away from me, your ass goes boom boom. So he ends up getting on a 4-wheeler and he takes off. So they like, wait a damn minute. Hold on, homeboy, you going a little too fast. So later on, Hermes ends up catching up to Jolene. So she's like, what's up, girl? I gotta tell you about my side quest. So you see, what had happened was, I got this new stand called Kiss. It's like some stickers, like some arts and crafts and shit. So I ended up beating him with a broom. And then I fought the same janitor. His name was McQueen. And he was trying to off himself. And every time he did that, the same thing happened to me. I even offered him my panties, but I guess he didn't want no coochie. I also met the little nigga with the baseball cap. So that's why I'm talking to you right now. So later on, while they walking, the guard comes in and tries to antagonize him. So bro starts messing with him and tries to make him fall in crocodile doo-doo. Like, bro, what is wrong with these guards? And also, there are now 6 prisoners out there, and they started off with 5. So somebody is an imposter. So then the bombs start beeping, and they look over at the officer, and they gone. And then a girl in the back like, wait a minute, why is mine beeping faster? Hold on. What the fuck? Oh my God. That's got to be one of the most tragic deaths I've ever seen. You really died to a wrist bomb. So they pull up on him and they like, all right, all 3 of y'all nasty motherfuckers, freeze. One of y'all is a stand user, so who is it? Fess up. So Jolene ends up smacking this one girl. So Army's like, girl, why you hit her like that? And Jolene said, shit, I don't know. I'm just going to drop all their asses. But then this one girl grabs her and all 3 of them start talking. And then, what in the invader zim is that? So then a Stan starts talking like, my name is Foo Fighters, put some respect on my name, nigga. How dare you disrespect my set and run up on my lake? So homeboy start moving like an exoskeleton. So then Jolene starts chasing after him and then he's like, oh, I see you trying to get these discs.
Whole time they still gotta try to get the fucking wristbands close.
But then she started making the tractor move and the disc are taking off with it. So homeboy hit the jets, he's like, my precious disc, how dare you hit a lick on me? But the dirt ended up slowing him down and homeboy was done for. So then Hermes was about to throw some dirt on him, but then Jolene stops. She's like, stop. We're gonna keep him. So Hermes is like, you want to keep this ugly ass, peanut head ass, green bean looking ass alive? We should feed this watertight Pokemon ass to the crops. But Jolene said, no. I hereby announce this severed head of a watertight Pokemon, Jojo. So they end up finding Star Platinum's disc. But then the girl that got blown up earlier then pulled back up.
Wait,
and she like, hold on, it's your trusty homegirl Foo Fighters. I just went ahead and just took over the dead girl body with this old pineapple head ass haircut she got had a leaf on her head. So they end up getting picked up by all the cops. So later on that evening, we see White Snake in the shed. And then we see the user. Father Poochie, I spin the block in the name of the Lord. I am that guy. Father, I was wondering if I could get parole. Parole? You must be out of your damn mind. Well, Father, don't speak until I tell you to speak, bitch. Yes, Father.
It's crazy how accurate this shit actually like sounds.
You paid your tithes and offerings this month? No, Father. Oh, nah, boo-boo, that ain't gonna do. Have you taken your communion this month? No, Father. Oh, sweet Lord, heavenly Jesus, we got a sinner. But Father, I promise you. My. From the streets did she emerge, and to the streets she shall return. And I say unto you, she is for the streets. So be not worried when she must return from when she came. Galatians chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. Drill that into your head. So later on, while they outside playing catch, this one girl starts sipping on FF water. So she like, hey, go get your nasty ass, busted ass 360 waves away from my goddamn water. So they keep on playing catch. And the girl that Poochie beat up pull up and she like, I bet y'all $100 y'all won't last. So Jolene like, hold on, I ain't got that type of money.
I'm
she
sure
said,
like,
it don't matter. I'll take anything of value. So Jolene's like, no, but then Hermes comes up and she's like, yo, Jolene, we cannot pass this up. You see how many racks she got in her sock? We playing the game. So they start playing the game, but then Foo Fighters gets distracted. She like, hey, wait for my cut, nigga. So she almost dropped the damn ball, but they end up making it to 100. So then she like, all right, then I throw it 100 more times and I'll give you a whole band. Take it or leave it. Hold on, wait a minute. You telling me she got a whole band in prison? Ain't no way, bro. What type of operation is she running up in here? So they playing for $1,000 now, but it's starting to get late. But then the guard come behind her. He's like, hey, nigga, time is up, so put the damn ball down. So she like, okay, here, I'll pay you for more time. So he like, all right then, I'll be taking the glove though. So she ends up almost dropping the ball, but she picks it up with her stand ability. But apparently that was against the rules. So then old girl Stan comes out. Stan was like, pay your debt. So it rips out the money that was stuck in her side boob. Then she like, that ain't enough. So I'll be taking your liver. Oh my God. Hurt my liver over looking at that. So Jolene and Foo Fighters start playing again so they can get her liver back. So they keep on running, so now they stuck on an elevator. So then she throw the ball up, but the security guard ends up catching the ball. Said, I'll be taking that, thank you very much. And look at the ugly ass, she's like, game over, nigga. Now pay your debt, bitch. But then she ends up smacking her with the ball. She like, you really didn't think I would have a backup plan, did you? You should know my pickpocketing skill is maxed out. Stupid ass. Now I'm about to beat you like my great granduncle. She made it rain up in that hole. So then the next day she go over to use the phone. So the big old lunch lady like, hey, bitch, what the f? Hold on, take a seat, boo boo. Get real comfortable. Bitch, give me that. Take a coat too, sister. Stay blessed. So then she ends up calling the Speedwagon Foundation. So they like, all right, listen, we still got your dad body up in here. So if you want to give us that disc, meet us in the courtyard. So then she end up walking up to this double chin looking guard. She got the Kodak going on and everything. So she started yelling, but then she saw that money. She said, you can pass. So then she sees Emporio again. He says, bring your ass over here. So then she ends up getting sent to this ghost room. She's like, hold on, what is going on? Why is homie in a piano right now? Weather report, I'm a certified meteorologist. And also this piano is comfortable as hell. So she's like, wait a minute, Emporio, so you're a stand user? Hell yeah, nigga, I'm Casper. Look, I could pull a whole bell out of my ass. I'm literally a video game character inventory. So they gonna try to get to the courtyard, so Weather Report's gonna come along and help. My God, homie getting real close. Said, hey, what's good with you? So they head into the courtyard, and what is that? Oh nah, bro, look at him, look at his shoes. This damn reject Spider-Man concept art. So while old Doodle Man's on the prowl, Jolene starts to float. So she's like, his stand ability is zero gravity. So they end up following old Doodle Man to this room, and he started to suck all the oxygen out of the room. Bro made the room a vacuum. So then Weather Report ends up making some cloud suits. And then they end up beating Doodle Man's ass. Thank God, bro, get him off of my screen. Like, yo, this man Lang Wrangler gives me absolute nightmares. Like, when I think of the Boogeyman, I think of this nigga. So then the door starts to open, and Poochie is at the door. Bro, looking at Jolene like, my, if it isn't the fatherless child of Jotaro Kujo, should I beat her ass right now or let her pass? So she's like, please, father, let me pass. So he just looked at her and said, all right then, I don't need to give up my identity yet. So she finally makes it to the courtyard. So she sees the dude, so she's thinking, oh my gosh, that's him, that's the contact. So she walks up to him, and this man pulls out the blicky. Poochie's like, stupid bitch. You really thought you was gonna get out of here with that disc? So we get a flashback to 1988, and this man Poochie is chilling with the biggest hater in—
You don't know who that is. Dio, he's a main source of all this, pretty much. The main source of all this Stan shit.
In anime history, this man Dio, the ultimate hating ass nigga, was like, I wake up, breathe, and hate. You know who I really hate though? Them goddamn Joestars. So Poochie ended up learning the ways of Dio to become an ultimate hating ass, so he could ascend to ultimate hating hood in heaven. So Weather Reporter's over here beat up, and he's like, I guess I have to use my final attack. So it starts raining. Breaking news out in Florida, it is literally raining frogs out there. I mean, it is Florida. Are we surprised that like this happens? No, we aren't. So yeah, this man Weather Report literally started making it rain poisonous frogs.
Yeah, poisonous,
so this man Poochie's like, God damn, I got all this shit on my $800 pants, nigga. So he starts counting prime numbers to calm himself down. So Poochie sees his guard, he's like, hey, cuz, open the door. But he starts running away, so he's like, you pussy. So he kicks the frog at dude and makes him go blind. Yo! So we got the dude to open the door and he just left. So he walks outside to go get the disc from Jolene, but she was shielding herself the whole time. So she got the disc off to the bird that was the actual contact. So this man Poochie was pissed. He goes over to her and starts going crazy. Bruh said, oh, you think you did something, bitch? You ain't do jack shit, nigga. That's why your daddy did. And you will always be a fatherless ass child. So White Snake left?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jolene went to the ICU, and it was just another day at the Green Dolphin Street prison.
In the back, ain't talking suburban. I been swerving the coupe, I been going